Swing trading versus day trading. Today, I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons to both, so hopefully you can make the most educated decision on which option is best suited for you. So ironically, this company is called the Daily Traders because that's how I initially started out. I was a day trader. However, now I am 100% a swing trader, and I'll explain to you why I decided to make this shift and this decision. Now, real quick, if you don't know, day trading is when you buy and sell a position within that same day, and swing trading is when you buy a position and hold that over a course of 1, 2, 3 days, or even weeks or months. So the first pro for swing trading is more time flexibility. Now, what I mean by that is swing traders hold positions over the course of days or weeks, which gives them more leniency in their schedule and how much time has to be put into looking at the market. For example, I'm at the point where I only need to spend about an hour to 2 hours a day actually active in the markets. And for most people, probably you watching this, you either are busy working a full-time job or you're going to school and you just don't have that time to sit on your computer all day long. So having that ability to essentially work your full-time job or a part-time job and trade at the same time proficiently, where if you were, say, trying to day trade, you wouldn't be able to do that at the full capacity that you have to find success if you don't have those hours you need to spend actively on the market attending to your positions. So I started out day trading back in late 2016, early 2017, and for the past two and a half years, I've been swing trading 100%. So I'm no longer putting on any day trade positions, and realize that the strategies for day trading and swing trading are entirely different. There is going to be essentially no correlation between a day and a swing trading strategy besides just basic market knowledge. Now, the second pro to swing trading is going to be reduced stress. So less frequent trades may result in less stress levels compared to day trading. For example, our last YouTube video, I tested out a day trading strategy, and I sat and stared at my screens for 6+ hours. And when I put a position on, I couldn't just walk away from my monitor. There's just inherently more stress that comes with having to be in front of your screen and monitor positions. So more flexibility and less stress in your life as a whole. The third pro to swing trading is that there is a potential for bigger gains, because as a swing trader, you're looking to capitalize on market trends that play out over a series of, like I said, a larger time frame than, say, a day, where that margin and that potential for that move to play out is much greater, where you can essentially make more on that position. I personally would take one trade a week and make $20,000, then sit at my computer for 5 days, 6 hours a day to make little gains and give them back, make little gains, give them back, with the hope that at the end of the week, you come out in the green. Now let's talk about some of the cons to swing trading. Holding positions overnight exposes traders to market fluctuations and potential gaps in price. So essentially during aftermarket and pre-market hours, while you have this position on, you essentially have no control over it. So say the market opens extremely red one day, and depending on where you have your stop loss set on the chart, as the market opens, that stock could already be trading under your stop, whereas vice versa, it could also be trading over your take profit. That's why it's really important to be aware of the stock that you're trading and the margin that is presented within that trade, and being aware of the average daily movement. Say the stock you're trading on average is moving between 3 to 5% a day, and your stop is set 1% below where you entered, and then the next day the market opens and that stop can get taken out during pre-market. The second con is going to be that swing trading requires a lot of patience. You may have to wait a series of days for the trade that you're eyeing to line up, and for everything that you look at from a technical or fundamental perspective to give you that confirmational bias for an entry. So it can be difficult for traders when that urge, especially if you're new, is to get a position on and make money, which that shouldn't be the mindset you're in, but that is where most people are, and you're stuck waiting a series of hours or days for that trade to actually present itself. That can be very hard, but it takes a lot of discipline and a lot of patience to wait for the market to provide those opportunities. Not to mention, just in general, there could be fewer opportunities, but that's kind of all based off of what you're actually looking at on a chart and the strategies that you're trading. And the third con for swing trading is that you may miss out on short-term opportunities. You'll see on any given day a stock could be up 15 or 20%. You won't be able to capitalize on those short-term movements, whereas if you were day trading and a stock starts to rally and run, well, you're not essentially going to be able to get in that position because the idea would be that you would end up holding that overnight. So those are our 3 pros and 3 cons to swing trading. I also thought this was a great opportunity to mention that if you are interested in learning how to swing trade, that is what I specialize in, as I mentioned. I actually put together a curriculum covering my entire trading system and strategy. Not to mention, I actually post my personal trades, my entries and my exits in the stock market, so my students are essentially able to follow along and copy my trades if they so desire. Here's an example of a swing trade I took on Meta that I called out yesterday over inside my mentorship group. I explained why I was putting on this position, posted the exact contracts that I purchased, and here's a screenshot from earlier today where I closed that position for a 20% profit equivalent to $10,000. And so all my students were able to get in on that exact same trade that I placed over on my $500,000 trading account if they so desired. So if that's of interest, go ahead, click the first link in the description below and fill out that short application. And if you're qualified, someone from my team will be reaching out via text. But with that said, let's move on to the 3 pros and 3 cons to day trading. So the first pro to day trading is that the numerous opportunities that may occur during market hours, say a stock begins running and starts looking like it could potentially gap up, you can jump in and capitalize on that short-term movement. So you have the ability to not only react and switch your biases according to what the market is giving you in real time, but you also see those profits or losses immediately. So essentially there are kind of more chances to see that profit you might want to on that given day, realizing that you do have to be at your screen for most of the day. And I want to say there is another level of control that comes with day trading versus swing trading, and that is mainly due to overnight market movements. And that is going to be our next pro to day trading, where you do not have to put yourself in a position where you are relying on that aftermarket and pre-market to play out essentially how you want. So when the market opens, you know, you're going to be in the green, where you're waiting for the market to open, and then based off of the direction the market goes and however you trade from a technical or fundamental perspective, you can then get in or get out and make those decisions on the fly. So with day trading, you're almost gaining back a little control over the outcome of the position versus swing trading. So those were a couple pros to day trading, but what are the cons? Number 1 is going to be that day trading is very fast-paced and high stress. That's just the nature of it, and it can be very emotionally taxing. The second con is going to be time commitment, and I hope I'm not repeating myself, but kind of reiterating where the pros for swing trading are essentially the cons for day trading. Day trading just requires that consistent attention to the market. That time commitment that, like I said, most people just simply don't have. And this fast-paced nature can lead to emotional decisions, where emotion can really take a big role in your trading, which it never should, but it often does. And that's what I've seen with, you know, a lot of the students who come to me. They become very emotional in their trading because when you're putting on positions very fast, when the market is moving and you're trying to react to those conditions, you could start making irrational and emotional based trades. This could lead to impulse trading, revenge trading, and what a lot of people struggle with is after they take a loss or two, really stepping back and taking a breath, then over trading or trying to make back what they just lost. That might put you in a state where you have a hard time stepping back away from your screen and not trading at all. Now, another con for day trading is that during a slow market, there might not be any potential trades you can take. Even if you're sitting there looking at your screen and the market is trading flat, trading sideways, or hardly presenting any movement at all across all of the stocks you might be looking at, there's going to be no potential or opportunity to make money at all. And that also ties into the problem that arises when you're trying to make a quick trade, when you're trying to make that day trade, is that there can be a lack of trend, no clear trend, there can be fake outs, there can be reversals. So essentially traders might not only fail to find those opportunities, but those opportunities that looked good, well, it turns out that they weren't, because the market does like to move very fast in either direction. And so when you're in that position and the market does turn against you very quickly, you might not be able to get out in time. Now, keep in mind that both trading styles come with their own risks and rewards. Now listen, there's hundreds of day trading and swing trading strategies, but by now knowing the pros and cons to both, you should take a look at your life and see what would be best suited for you. And then you can go about either watching YouTube videos, investing in a mentor, and working in the direction of swing or day, whatever it is that you choose, educating yourself. So at the end of the day, you can hopefully get to where you want to be, which is a consistently profitable trader. And that's what a lot of people struggle to do, because this is not an easy job. It is very, very hard, but it's one of the best jobs in the world. If you picture yourself waking up anywhere around the world, opening up your laptop and making money, not having to show up to your job, work from 9 to 5 in a cubicle, listening to your boss, who wouldn't want to do that, right? So like I said, just try to identify, based off those pros and cons I went over, what would be the best fit for you. And if that is swing trading, click the first link in the description below if you'd like to apply for my mentorship group. The sun is setting in Malibu, and that means it's time to wrap this video up. I hope you guys did enjoy. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.